Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Three Not So Wise Men. I'm Austin.
I'm Krais.
And I'm Jyck.
And here we are, kicking off year 3 with the special pitch of... We don't know what we're doing now. No, because last episode was our anniversary special, so we got to spin to find out what we're doing this episode.
Mm-hmm.
You guys excited to find out what's going to be the first one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Excitement and terror. A terror?
A terror?
A terror. That's the emotion I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Terror excited.
Yeah.
Why'd you spin the wheel? No!
Alright, what do we got?
A fighting game.
Okay.
I could do something with this.
Well, you have to do something with this. You don't get a choice.
But what if... Okay, hear me out. I get a clone going, and then I have the clone do the game, and I just leave.
It would be in the same issue as you, because then it would want to clone itself, because it also wouldn't know what it would be doing.
Well, you can't clone a clone.
Well, tell that to the Muller twins.
I'm like, he's got you there.
Damn it.
Oh, anyway.
Alright, but yeah, fighting games, that's kind of my specialty, so
For sure.
I definitely have something.
Are we sticking to, for this one, was it like we're sticking to kind of like Mortal Kombat Street Fighter, like 1v1 type of fighter?
Not
game?
necessarily.
Okay.
It's not like an open, it's not going to be like, go explore all these different areas. I mean, maybe that's part of the story mode-ish, but the main gameplay is versus combat. However, there's stuff like tag fighters, so you can go in and out.
Yeah.
So there's 3v3 tag fighters, 2v2s, 1v1s. Basically, you're kind of in an enclosed area. Mm-hmm. And with fighting games, it doesn't necessarily need to be a flat 2D side like Mortal Kombat is now.
Yeah.
It could be stuff like Soul Calibur, where it's a full 3D arena and you're just rotating around.
Yeah.
So there's some good variety. And then there's also different types of fighting games. Like you got brawlers, you got arena fighters, classic side fighters. Yeah. You got different options.
Yeah. I just wanted to define like what we mean by fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Krais, you've been quiet.
I have an idea.
He has an idea.
All right. Well, hold off. It's not the 30 minutes yet. Cheater.
Tisk tisk, Krais.
I'm not looking up anything.
We're starting year 3 and you're starting to cheat. Wow.
Yeah.
He's
Took
not.
you all
He's
of
not,
like
but we're just
30
making fun of him.
seconds.
Alrighty. Well, with that note, I think we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1.
Fight!
And time.
Whoa. I actually really like mine.
I do too. I like what I did with mine. I think you guys are going to like a certain aspect of mine. My overall pitch, maybe not so much, but I think overall, you guys will enjoy it.
I went simple, but I like it. I went with kind of the skeleton of what could be, I think, a really, really good game. Is what I kind of went with, because I knew I'm not experienced enough in fighters to like make a really fleshed out one. I felt like, so I'm proud of what I did. For as little experience as I have with this genre, I'm very proud of what I did.
Yeah. Grace, how you feeling other than...
I know I said this before, but this is probably my worst pitch.
Interesting.
He did say while we were doing the writing.
Yeah, you were like muttering like, "Oh, I bit off more than I could chew."
Yeah, no, we can get into it when we get to me, but like, there's a reason why I bit off more than I could chew, and I didn't realize it.
I am genuinely curious what you did.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
God, we're just going into it. Fuck.
Yep. Well, a burden has been lifted off your shoulders, Krais.
Oh God, thank God.
Because I am going first.
Oh, thank God. I just don't want to go last. I want to go next.
Krais wants to go next?
I want to go next.
Because I do not want to end off with mine.
Guys, don't be fighting who goes next.
Because it's
Jyck who goes
No! Why?
Because the wheel's mean. Well, Krais, you at least get to sit and think about how you're going to deliver this pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll get started in mine. So, before I begin, let me be clear about something. I'm sure that you guys thought I was probably going to do Mortal Kombat or a Mortal Kombat game.
I thought you might.
I thought you would do a Mortal Kombat-esque game.
Yeah, for sure.
There's definitely some Mortal Kombat elements, but there's just like a tiny portion of it. Because the game that truly inspired this one was the Soul Calibur franchise.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. So, instead of it being a traditional 2D fighter, which I do love playing those,
Yeah.
I did a 3D fighter, so you get a little bit more of the Rita interaction.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And because I'm also stealing from Soul Calibur, I say I'm stealing, I mean, I did quite literally steal a lot of aspects from Soul Calibur. Just like, I'm building my own lore based off their system.
Ah, gotcha.
And there's also another kind of collaboration with it, because I also mixed in a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, this is a weapon-based fighting game that's inspired by Soul Calibur and D&D. So, the price for it will be $70.
Okay.
It's going to be rated M for strong language, violence, blood, gore, and some partial nudity.
Yeah.
Of
course.
General M-rated stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't go deep into the story because I was more focused on getting the characters listed.
Okay.
Because I have the full roster of 16 characters.
Okay.
16?
16 characters.
Goodness, okay.
But yeah, the general story is a cinematic story where warriors cross paths in order to find the sacred weapon, which is pretty much the story of Soul Calibur.
Fair,
They
yeah.
find Soul Edge, and some of them use the weapon called Soul Calibur.
Gotcha.
The fun fact about Soul Calibur series, it was originally titled Soul Edge, because that's the main weapon in the story.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur was just like, we want to make it more heroic, so here's the hero weapon, and we just named the series after that. While Soul Calibur itself doesn't really show up a whole lot.
Fair.
Or not as common as Soul Edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, just interesting little fact.
Yeah. I know nothing about that franchise, so yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot, and like some of the lore's a little wonky, so I wasn't quite sure how to handle that. But I decided to go it. However, you are already familiar with some characters.
Oh?
I have an idea of what he's going to do.
Okay, my theory is either it's Three Not So Wise Men stuff or it's like established fighting game characters. That's my guess.
My theory is that he's going to have a couple of very familiar characters, like from other IPs.
Okay.
But that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get that theory in there to find out.
Yep. You are partially correct. There is a little bit of Three Not So Wise Men stuff in it. But this is also going to be a bit of a treat to you guys, as well as the audience who listens to this. All 16 characters are characters that I have either played or have concepts for to play later down the road for Lore and Disorder.
Oh.
Interesting.
So, because I was already planning these characters, there is concept art for each of these characters.
Yeah.
For most of the characters. Some of them I did not. Because some of the characters are custom characters that I made in Soul Calibur 6.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, some like two or three of them I don't have actual concept art where I can show you because I didn't know we're doing this, so I didn't take photos.
Yeah.
But others, you should have it.
Yeah.
I finally get the D&D aspect. Yeah.
Oh, you're not even there yet.
Okay.
We really got him hooked on D&D.
Yeah.
I told you it was bad.
I always thought like when we first played with you, I was like, he'd probably like it. I don't know if he'd love it, but I think he'd like it. And then now we're at this.
We're at this stage, yeah.
He's running the next Lore and Disorder session.
That's true. So, first character, and Jack is actually already established with this character, is Alistar. He is a blue Dragonborn warrior who's trying to bring honor to the Dragonborn race.
Yep.
His weapons are dual swords.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough.
Yep. We have Braun, who is a half-orc aristocrat who seeks out the sacred weapon. He's one of the more antagonistic characters.
Okay.
I didn't have a whole lot for him.
Yeah.
His weapon, though, is a double-bladed sword.
Double-bladed. Interesting.
And the fun fact about this double-bladed sword is it can split in half into two single blades.
There we go.
Two
It's like we
single
go in
blades.
Darth Mauler cast
Fair,
again.
a little bit, yeah.
Or Ahsoka, I guess, would be probably maybe.
Yeah.
A mixture of Maul and Ahsoka.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah. And also heavily inspired by the Soul Calibur character Gro, who is a new one in Soul Calibur 6.
Sorry, I was thinking of Ventress, not Ahsoka. Anyway.
Yep. All right.
Because that was an important distinction. Just anyway.
Yep. Next, we have Cedric Calloway, who is an indigo aristocrat tiefling, so kind of vice versa of Ron. But he's trying to find his way after his family and his fortune were taken away from him. And this would be seen in the story mode. His weapon is a rapier, so he's more of a duelist.
Yeah,
kind of character.
swashbuckler.
Yeah. Because, he can afford the fancy
Did you say
sword.
indigo or inigo?
Indigo.
Okay.
Next up, I have Diana, who is a female human knight who is trying to discover the killer of the Queen of the Garden Keep.
Ooh.
Okay.
Good into lore.
Yeah, Garden Keep is basically like just a big, like normal city, but it's just got a lot of plant life throughout it.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Her weapon is a flamberge.
Oh, what's that?
It's that giant sword. It's like a great sword, but it also has like another set of cross guards above it.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like it's part of the actual sword.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's just a big ass sword.
Those are nice swords.
Yeah. It's a good weapon for a knight.
Okay, so next up we have Diego.
Yeah, I knew he'd make it in.
This would be the third pitch I brought Diego in.
You just need to play Diego.
I do.
In the next Lore and Disorder.
I guess
you're not
so.
running.
Yeah. But yeah, so Neanderthal, his weapon, a spear. And he has a special ability that he's able to call in a saber-toothed tiger.
Did you ever name the saber-toothed tiger?
I still have to name it.
Gotcha.
So,
I was just curious.
Maw.
Nah, we'll see.
No, Austin needs to name it.
Alright, then we got the classic character, John Tempest,
Mm-hmm.
who is basically just me in Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah.
But, so, he's a pirate, and he uses a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Is Billy O'Barrels in this as well?
Mm-mm.
Damn, he's not like a support character that can be called upon.
Maybe. I didn't write the story yet.
For the audience, when me and Austin play Sea of Thieves, he plays John Tempest, and I play his half brother Billy O'Barrels.
Because John Tempest was adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Going after John, we have Julianne, who is a red tiefling who is an exotic dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Her weapon, yeah, there's those in this world. The reason I did this is...
No, I'm just questioning why you have that as a D&D character.
Mostly because it was a Soul Calibur custom character first.
Okay.
Then I'm like, well...
Okay. We'll talk.
Don't think about it too much.
No. Okay.
But her weapon is a ring blade. And this is probably, out of all the characters, this is probably the one that's least likely to actually get played. For a variety of reasons. Including her main weapon, which is the ring blade. Which is not a very practical weapon at all. Because it's ripped right out of Soul Calibur 6, or not Soul Calibur 6, but Soul Calibur's character Tira. And a ring blade is basically like a hula hoop with swords on the outside.
Yeah, like a chakram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically a chakram, but two-handed. And
Gotcha.
you should actually swing around.
Oh, just a massive
It's
one?
basically a hula hoop that you swing around with blades on it. So
Gotcha.
the reason she's an exotic dancer is because of how Tira's gameplay in Soul Calibur is based.
That makes
so
sense.
I'm like, you know what? Make her an exotic dancer. It makes sense for why she would have a weapon like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We have Kip Murdoch, who is a human. He's a lone drunken monk who travels the country to save as many people as he can after his monastery was destroyed.
Ooh.
His weapon is a staff.
Mm-hmm.
We have Oliver, who is a blind sellsword. So basically Kenshi from Mortal
Yeah, I was about to
Kombat.
say.
He's literally just Kenshi from Mortal Kombat, but blue.
Yeah.
And yeah, so therefore his weapon is a katana.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one character I didn't have named, but we have a female satyr who is a forest guardian.
Okay.
Her weapon is a sword and shield.
Yeah.
We have Shira, who is a drow warrior. Her weapons are elbow blades. So they're kind of like Toonfas, but they're bladed and you can swing them around.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
We have Stephanie, who's a bartender, and her weapon is an umbrella sword.
I love that so much.
So basically, just hides in the umbrella, but the
Yeah.
actual umbrella itself is strong enough that you can use it to damage people.
I love that.
We have Sindri, who is a Viking Ravenfolk male. No wings, but just really strong. And his weapon is dual hand axes.
Nice.
We got Trisha, who is a Creedy court jester. Her weapon is guitars, or like the claw weapons.
Ah, yeah.
I thought you said guitar as in like shredding on the guitar.
Nope, guitars. We have Talia, who is an elf recon warrior, another repeat one that I brought back from the 3 Not So Wise Men video game.
Mm-hmm.
Her weapon, twin size.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the fan favorite, Varkalon.
Yeah.
And a Minotaur with an animalistic, who's basically an animalistic tank who aims to bring glory to the Greek gods through combat. His weapon, a battle axe.
Yeah. Is it like sacrilegious if this game is made and Krais plays Varkalon?
No. I mean, if you,
Varkalon would be the character I would play.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like that's
he would very much be a Varkalon man.
Yeah, that was my thing. I was like, that's not your character. But then I was like, wait, pretty much all of these characters are Austin's anyway.
Yeah. So with the character customization, this is where you get to create your own character. And this is based off Soul Calibur 6, so this is an actual thing that you can do. You have 100 slots. 100 slots. Oh. So you can make 100 characters.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant like 100 customizable things in the character for a second. I was like, oh, okay.
That's kind of limited,
yeah.
But you do have 100 slots so you can make 100 different custom characters. Yeah. The way the custom characters work is that you use the fighting styles of the established characters. So one of the main characters, so say you want to be a battle axe wielder, you'd use Varkalon's fighting style. If you want to be a staff holder, you use Kip Murdoch's. Yeah. So it's kind of common in fighting games when you get to do that. Soul Calibur is the main one, of course, but
is it kind of more like a reskin, but you customize the skin type of thing?
So it's not a reskin. Like you can choose. I'll get to that part here in a bit, but you can choose what kind of creature you are.
Oh,
and then it's just the pure fighting style that you get. So you get the weapon and like the basic movement, so you don't have to reprogram stuff.
Yeah.
However, of course, the hitbox is going to change depending on how big your character is.
Gotcha.
So you use the fighting styles to make your own character. Of course, you get to select whether it's male, female, and you can choose if your character's non-binary or not. We got the voice customization, which is something from Soul Calibur, and also Hogwarts Legacy for another, where you can kind of change the pitch and speed of stuff. So makes it a little bit more unique. Here are the races that you can choose from right off the bat. You can choose human, dragonborn, satyr, tiefling, birdfolk, minotaur, orc, half-orc, elf, and drow.
Okay.
And then here's another aspect of the D&D element. You get to pick what class the characters belong to. Here are the classes that I do have.
I'm going to be Varkalon and play a cleric.
Cleric's not in it, though.
Damn.
So because it's focused on the weapon fighting, it's a lot more than martial classes.
Yeah.
So we got fighter, brawler. I meant barbarian when I put brawler. I typed brawler out on it, but it's barbarian.
Yeah.
Druid, monk, rogue, ranger, and paladin.
Okay.
So, got a lot of different options. The reason you got those classes because that will help establish some certain character traits that would go on in the game, as well as some abilities you'd be able to do. So, of course, like Druid, you're going to have a character that can turn into animals.
Yeah.
And with that, there would be a selection of animals. I do not have those.
Yeah.
But you could turn into an animal during the fight.
Yeah.
Some of the aspects of the actual combat, there's going to be brutal takedowns, so basically it's going to be like your fatalities. You're going to have special ultimate moves that are kind of common in fighting games. There's going to be this thing called Clash, which basically is like rock, paper, scissors. You're going to hit, there's going to be a certain time you can hit a certain input, and basically it triggers a little animation where you either have to pick a high attack, a low attack, or a medium attack, which is basically where you hit.
Yeah.
And it's basically like playing rock, paper, scissors. A certain attack overpowers the other one, and if it's a tie, you clash, and then you go back and try it again.
Gotcha.
This was based off an animation thing that they have, which is basically the same thing in Soul Calibur 6, which I thought was really cool, and it helps make the fight feel a little bit more cinematic.
I like it, yeah.
And then another fun thing that I loved in Soul Calibur is armor damage. So as the fight goes on, basically you lose your clothes and gear. So you could potentially be a fully armored guy and you could finish the fight in your underwear. I just think that's fun, and it really shows that this is a brutal fight.
Yeah.
So on top of some blood and scars and stuff, it could be really cool to see. I got a couple maps we'll have a port, a pirate ship, the Castle Grand Hall, the gardens, which will have like plant life moving around and stuff.
Yeah.
The dungeon, a forest village, a tavern, the War Raven village, which is more like a Viking outpost with snow in the area.
Mm-hmm.
The mountain peak, and then the hidden chamber, which would probably be where the conclusion of the game would be for the sacred weapon.
Yeah.
Got a couple modes for you. We got the campaign, which is just general story.
Yep.
We have the arcade mode, so you select a character, play through a certain number of characters on the roster, and then you get a special ending for that character.
Yeah.
Then you got the classic versus. You got 1v1s, but there's also tag modes in the game. So you can do 2v2s or even 3v3s. And one of the fun things about this game is if you kill one of the characters on your team, they will stay on the map. So you can see their bodies on the map while you're running around, whether they're just laying there or if they've been dismembered because of an attack.
Brutal.
Yeah. Brutality.
Another fun mode I got is called Chaos Chess. So basically, you select a portion of characters, and basically you have them on the board like a chessboard, and you move them strategically around, and you try to take each other out so you dominate the board.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So is it like when one chess piece goes to take out the other chess piece, you trigger like a fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looked like a chessboard then, and then once you go onto once a character moves where another character is, that triggers an actual fight.
Okay. Yeah.
And so if the attacker wins, that piece gets removed. If the defender wins, that piece stays on the board and the character just backs up. Up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, figure that'd be a fun little thing to do.
Yeah, I like that. Just a way to like select the turn order, like the fight order.
Yep, and of course with fighting games, there's certain characters that balance each other out.
Yeah.
Or there's characters that counter other characters.
Yeah.
So that also helps work in that strategic part of the game.
That sounds really fun.
And then there's shops, because throughout all these game modes you can earn some currency.
Okay.
So that way you can buy additional gear for the character customization.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of the shop stuff, there's also regular DLCs that you can pay with real money. Basically, it could be new characters, which new characters would try to include new fighting styles. So one character would be a character who uses nunchucks.
Yeah.
And then there's also bundles for customization option, whether it be new gear sets or a new race. So like a race I don't have in here on the base game would be goblins. So maybe you have someone that's shorter, but you're able to make them like jump around quite a bit.
Yeah. I just think of Yoda in the like
And Soul
Yoda
Calibur
vs.
4.
Star City.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's what I got.
nice. You want to go first?
Sure. Honestly, was not expecting expecting this from you, Mister. I love fighting games.
I knew, that's why I made this one.
Yeah, really creative to take your D&D characters and put them in a fighting game. I kind of want to do the same with my own now, just to see what that would be like.
Just make a Three Not So Wise Men version of this, where it's just all of our characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so wise Rumble.
Yeah.
I actually like the name of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also just love the customization. I'm trying to think of I like how customizable it is, because in a lot of these other fighting games that I've at least know, you can customize like a little bit, but not enough to be like, oh, it's a whole new character.
It's like choosing between like 2 or 3 different attacks
Yeah.
that are very, very similar, or like just like skins.
That's actually one of my favorite aspects of playing Soul Calibur, because it's just so customizable. And yeah, they got some great characters in there, but honestly, if I'm being honest, I spent like half my time playing that game just doing the customization and like creating my own characters, and it was so much fun. That's why I brought up earlier with Julianne, like, honestly, she could be, but she was a Soul Calibur character creation first. And so I'm like, maybe I can use her. Maybe she'll be an NPC for something, but we'll see. I truly don't. If I ever do play her, she would be way down on the list. Because there's a lot of other characters I find a little bit more interesting and less controversial. Krais, you got anything
I
else?
got nothing else.
I just really, really like the idea of the Chaos Chess. Like, that sounds so fun. And the other thing was just really, I didn't expect to put so much customization in it. Like, that seems like the main thing. Like, I feel like you spent half your pitch talking about that, and I love that. I just didn't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice.
Yeah, like I said, it was one of my favorite aspects of Soul Calibur. So, and I wanted to focus more on characters, so that way you got those cool characters as well as what you can use for customization.
Yeah.
So therefore, the story was a little lackluster, but
Yeah.
you know, I gave enough of the character dynamics that you could probably figure out a story.
Yeah. You said this was a $70 game?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, when you first started, I was like, yeah, people would like, normally this would be charged $70, but it'd feel lackluster. And then you like talked about character customization. I was like, never mind, there it is.
If I price the game a certain way, it's going to be worth that.
Yeah, you've been really good at like reasonable prices for this. All right. As I mentioned before, this is kind of just the bones of when I'd like to elaborate. I didn't do any like lore or story. It was just like fun. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
But it's called Rune Keeper. You fight as different fighters, and they compete to be the greatest Rune Keeper. Like that's the premise. I haven't added any lore. But the idea is that each character uses like these special magical runes to give them their fighting abilities. Is pretty much what that is. So it's an arena fighter. So the characters are stuck within like a cube or like a dome or something. Basic shapes. So like if you're like fighting, like pushing against, it's either going to be like a literal wall or like an invisible wall. So you can be like backed up against the wall type of thing. I was thinking of like My Heroes 1 Justice 2 specifically, where you're literally in an invisible cube and you go around. But in this one, you can like literally kick people up in the air and fight. I don't really want that in this game. So just kind of inspiration from that. So this one, you go into the matches with 3 different fighters that you can switch between at will. And then once all 3 of your fighters lose health, you lose the round. Is kind of the thing. I really like the idea of switching instantly, but when a character dies, it takes like a second or two for the next one to switch in. That way, when you kill an enemy's character, you get a second to breathe. There is absolutely no health regeneration in any way, shape, or form, which kind of like, I feel like that speeds up the matches a little bit more. There is like ultimate attacks, so there's a meter for that, and that's universal, and it's increased when you take or receive damage. I'm just going through some of the more like veggies before we get to kind of the desserts for this game. You can do player versus NPC, player versus player, online, as you want. And then there's the 2 game modes I currently have. It's a very arcadey game. So I've got Quick Match, and where you just pick everything, and then Tourney, so just a tournament. Where you pick your team and you go and fight a bunch of other teams. And again, this is just the bones of it. There's a lot more I'd like to elaborate on. This is one of the few pitches I'm like, I would love to go back to. So I've got 8 different arenas. None of them really bring any, they're really just like the aesthetics of it. None of them give any bonuses or anything. I have an ancient temple inside a volcano, on a raft at sea, a star bridge, which is kind of like, literally, it's just kind of, you're fighting in space type of thing. The changing room, where like the aesthetics all around are constantly changing, including like the shape of the arena. So it might be like a dome, and then it becomes a cube, and then like just kind of changes a little bit.
The dodecahedron.
A changing dodecahedron.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dodecahedron. A dodecahedron.
Dodecahedron or
Yeah.
dodecahedron?
The first one.
Yeah. All right.
I was making a joke.
It just sounds like you're speaking Japanese to me. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a
I'm not gonna lie.
10-sided object.
Dodecahedron, I believe it's like a 10-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, a rooftop or multiple rooftops, just on a street. I don't know if this is like a dingy like back alley street or like downtown street yet. It's probably just kind of like Times Square, New York style street. And then the Rune Mine. This is like the most lore heavy one, where it's just basically the runes are mined and found like underground. So this is a mine where there's runes being found in the background. Maybe there's people mining away, and then like one like accidentally strikes like a fire rune, and like there's an explosion, and they're like, ah! I just thought I thought that'd be interesting. So the rest of what I have are characters, because that was just kind of what I wanted to focus on for this one. I just have their name, their general vibe. The characters have an attack 1, an attack 2, a big attack, and then their ultimate. So kind of just 2 quicker attacks, heavy attack, and then, the ultimate. I didn't give genders for any of the characters because I didn't want to put too much thought into it. Yeah, but there is no customization currently. I think later on I will have, different sort of customizations, but not too much. I want this to kind of be a simpler game. I didn't put a price on it originally, but it'd probably be about, $40 total for now, and then, it'd be added DLC that you would charge, I don't know, $20, $30 for, but it'd be, enough content's worth to justify that price. So the first character I have is Brez. He's got this yellow and blue cloak, and he uses lightning magic to deal fast blows that can have effects that damage or stun. And he notably keeps his runes on his boots and on his wrists. His first attack, Jet Punch. Some of these are really named, some of them aren't. So just a quick punch. Attack 2, Bolts. Shoots a lightning bolt, ranged. His big attack is Thunder Crash, which is just kind of a jumping up and kicking down with a bunch of lightning around. And then his ultimate is Bathe in Lightning. It's just a massive area effect. He kind of deals with temporary stun and lasting damage. He's just a very get in there, deal as much damage as possible. Next one is Rock. Some of these names I just didn't even try.
There's also Grass.
Yeah.
Water.
So funny thing, Soul Calibur has a character named Rock, and he's like a big brute. He uses a warhammer.
Yeah.
I love him.
You would be a rock man.
Yeah. I was thinking this is kind of what Krais would do. And again, I didn't assign genders to these characters, so if I use any particular pronouns, it's not stuck. But
Rock classifies as non-binary, sedimentary.
Goodness. Anyway, Rock is very beefy and has stone armor. The runes, all runes are stone, rock-ish carved runes. So Rock has them ingrained in his I don't know if they'd be stone gauntlets or gloves or anything like that, but around there.
Okay.
And their runes enhance strength and defense. So the attacks is push or punch, shove, slam, which is a small area effect, and the ult is rage. It's a temporary increase, just kind of all stats.
Why'd you put me in the game?
Yeah, that's pretty much you. It's pretty much I was this is there's always a tanky character. I was here we go. The next one, Long Shot. It's a red leather-clad spy-ish looking character who uses a rifle that's covered in runes. There's attack 1, the Quick Shot. It's ranged, but it's just literally just firing it. Mm-hmm. Bash, which is just bashing someone with the rifle, melee. The big attack is a Careful Shot, where you have to aim and then fire.
Is ultimate Deadshot?
I guess. Oh, Deadshot? No. I misunderstood what you said. No, the ultimate is Burst Blaze. I wrote Burt Blaze.
Burt!
It's basically...
Time for my Burt bullet.
Basically, it's a full auto sniper rifle for a few seconds.
Nice.
Next one is Necro. Black hooded with green accents. Uses dark magic to deal damage and summon skeletons. The runes on their necklace.
Man, you really did go really simple with these names.
Yeah.
As soon as he said Necro, I was like, well, it's either a necromancer or someone with a really long neck.
Yeah, so none of these... I doubt many of these names will stick for, the names of the characters and attacks, but it's just kind of, the vibe of the characters.
No, I get that, but I love the names already.
Yeah, I really like Necro. That would probably stay, though. It's obvious, but still.
Yeah.
So, the first one is Punch. It has a very small chance to do, a small health loss effect that'll stay for a few seconds. I almost said Drain or, Sap. But there is no health regeneration, so it's not like Necro's stealing your health. It's just dealing more damage to you over time. But since that's the main attack, it's very small chance. Necro Blast, just a ranged attack. The big attack is Summon. It summons a skeleton instantly, and then another skeleton for every 2 seconds you hold the attack.
Oh my god!
And I was like, what? How? I was trying to figure out how to do this that would be balanced. With how fast-paced the matches I expect to be, 2 seconds I felt was fair. Because the skeletons can probably only take a hit or two. But the idea is... I'll get into that in the end. And the last one is Death's Grip. skeletal hands bind a character to the ground for a limited time. So they just can't do anything. So, like, Death Grip and then summon and just get, like, a bunch of skeletons. Next is Bright. White and red color scheme, but they're a soldier. They use light and fire magic. Originally, this was going to be, like, kind of a paladin type thing, but I wanted it to be more futuristic looking, so it's like a more modern day soldier's uniform. To change things up a bit, so not everyone's in wizard robes or, like, armor. First attack, Flaming Fist. Second is Sunshine. It's a beam that might decrease ranged accuracy for the target. And how I wanted to, like, affect accuracy was when you press the button, when your accuracy is decreased, you may just, like, the hitbox might change. Or, like, where the character punches might be different. Because, again, this is supposed to be a really fast-paced game.
Yeah.
The big attack is Flame Breath. Just breathes fire. And the longer you're in the effect of that attack, it like increases, like it's like 100%, 110%, 120% of the attack damage as it goes on. The ultimate is Star Wrath, brings a massive sun blast from the sky in a large area for a duration. However, Bright is very vulnerable to attacks in this moment. So if you can get out of there and dodge, you can deal a lot of damage to them. High risk, high reward. Next is Beast. I already don't like this name, but they're like an outlander, living off the land, a druid type look that uses nature magic.
Is he blue?
No.
Aw.
I
was gonna say, if he's blue, I love him already.
Yeah. So the first one is Vine Lash, which is the Vine Whip. Second attack is Bark Bash. It's a powerful melee hit, but to like get the bark on the character's skin, it takes like a second. And then after that, it's just beating them up with a bunch of bark. Like bark-coated brass knuckles, but bark. And then the big attack is Throw. It's just using vines to, like, bind them and throw them away. And the ultimate is... I have it as Prey, because I wanted them to have, like, a shamanistic type of thing. But basically, it affects the entire area, and nature attacks the opponent. So there's a few effects, like a tree falls, vines spurt out of the ground and lash around. Different plants grow in bursts. But it's the entire area, but none of the effects are in a designated spot. So one time you use it, it might be the tree falls very far away. Next one is like right next to Beast. It's just it's unpredictable. But it has a chance to deal a lot of damage or not really much at all. It's the idea with that. Next is Technic, a cyborg that runs on rune power. They have no arms, so it's all about kicking with them. So the first attack, guess what it's called? Quick.
Punch! Shit!
Wait, that's a move?
Then they've got a laser blast. Then the next one is Throw. I really like the idea of grappling someone and throwing them, but like with just the legs. And then the ultimate is Overburn. Increase damage and speed, like a great increase, at the cost of being slowed for a bit after the ultimate. Next, Octo.
Is it an octopus?
It's essentially a humanoid octopus type of thing. First one is Tentacle Lash. It's just a punch, but with a little extra range. Ink Shot. This one is a ranged attack that has 3 possible that are random outcomes. Either it'll stun them for a second, decrease their accuracy, or deal damage. At the end, I kind of got a little more fun with them.
This like the different randomization, probably some more technical stuff with this. This sounds like a you character, Jack.
Yeah. I don't know if I would. I don't know. We'll see. Just wait. Big attack is Bind. It's literally, they just like grab them around and squeeze them tight, and to get out of it, you have to like press a button super fast. And once you've hit it a certain amount of times, you break free. Ultimate is Summon Great One. Basically turn into Cthulhu for a limited time.
Sheesh.
I don't know what that look is, Krais.
I would play that.
Yeah, I had a feeling you would like Octo. And then my last one is Trick. The look is very like patchwork mismatched all over. Yes, Krais, who has raised his hand.
Can one of his moves be Treat?
That'd be a good name. I didn't name the attack 1 and 2. I named the big attacks and the ultimate. But the first one is a melee attack with a random effect.
Treat.
So one of the... I would think treat would be... The second one is a ranged attack with a random effect. I would like that one to be treat. But it's literally just like damage over time, stun, decreased accuracy.
Yeah.
A random effect each time. And it's the effect isn't guaranteed, probably. I don't know. The big attack is copy. Copies the enemy's most recently used attacks and keeps it for 3 uses. This does not include ultimates, though. The ultimate ability is switch. Switches with a random, unassigned character with slightly buffed stats, and this is permanent for the match. So if you use Trick's ultimate, you basically just get a random other character that's stronger than they normally are.
You said unassigned character. Does that just mean that it's a randomly selected, or does it have to be a character who's not being played by a player?
Not being played by a player.
Okay.
Because there's a total of 6 characters in the match actively, 3 versus 3. So it's just one of the not other ones.
Okay.
The idea is there would be more characters. This is just all the ones I could do.
Oh,
in our
that's
30
fine.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's absolutely okay.
There'd probably be like 16 characters total in the base game.
Anywhere between, typically speaking, first game in a series, having 16, that's great. That's like a great starting point. But yeah, generally speaking, fighting games have rosters of between 18 and 25.
Yeah.
Those are generally good areas for fighting games.
Yeah.
When it's the first one by a low studio, like yours definitely is a low studio since you're only charging $40.
Yeah, for sure.
I think 16 is a perfect amount for yours.
Yeah. I only had 9 characters listed on here currently.
That's perfectly alright. I think that's about equal to the original Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I've been doing this a lot more recently. I just wanted like I did this with Assassin's Creed. I've been wanting more like simple, hop on real quick, do the fun thing.
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to, and this has been a big problem with the gaming industry in the past few years, everyone's trying to do the biggest and best AAA game where the studio makes a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
Which is why indie games are doing so well right now, because they're making games that they want to play. And this is a game I want to play. I'm not big on fighting games, but I would love to play this one.
Yeah.
Rock.
And yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Yeah, we already kind of started going into feedback, but yeah, I'm going to just continue saying stuff that I think this is really good. I think you hit the target with this one. Like, it's really good. This is just more personal. I didn't hear from your descriptions any characters that I would automatically go to. So this is just more me. It's like, if I were playing this, I feel like I need to play through a lot more characters.
Yeah.
Before I'm like, okay, yeah, I can feel this one.
Yeah.
But that being said, your character design choices are awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I loved, like, each individual character, like, well, yes, they have, like, generic names and you're not fully satisfied with all of them.
Oh, yeah.
They get to the point of what they do, and, like, their abilities are really cool, and you got some nice designs for some of them, so.
And none of them overlap with each other, because that's a real issue with a lot of, like, heavy roster fighter games. A lot of fighters have a tendency to overlap with each other.
That was my main concern with making them. What is it? Brights, the fire and like light magic one. When I originally did, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a fire mage, and I already have a lightning mage. Let's change it up a bit. Which is why I added like the whole modern day soldier aesthetic as well to it.
Yeah, the overall aesthetic to it too. And I just looked it up. The original Mortal Kombat only had 7 characters in it, so you actually beat that one.
Yeah, already.
But yeah, there's that. I think the biggest complaint I probably have with it is Trick's ultimate ability.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, what does that mean for when the match is filled up with characters, like players? So does his ultimate just become useless, or does it go to a random?
It's
character?
always 1v1, or it's always one player versus one player. Whether it's one like human versus one bot. So there's there's always 3 characters being used in every match. Sorry, 6 total.
Okay, so it's just a tag fighter for 1v1s, not 6 people playing at the same time.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought that makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's one player who can switch out between the 3 characters they picked for their team.
Yeah, if you were charging more for this game, I'd be that kind of a missed opportunity to have more players. But again, you're going for a low level.
Yeah.
Just hop on if you feel like it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could be fine. I would suggest like maybe bump it up to 4. That way you can at least still get at least 4-player couch co-op. That could be like this. Definitely sounds like a fun couch co-op game. Just
For sure.
go to a party or just hang out with some friends.
Yeah.
Feels like a great game to just play.
I was thinking of like, this seems like one, to me it seems like one that you would it would have like a new one every 2 years or so because it's very simple, straightforward, and if you can do well with the first one, you can fund the next one and etc. So my thoughts was like the second one would have those things, and it might cost a bit more, but it would have like because I did want to increase the players, but for this specific play style, I couldn't think of a way in time to make it like more than 2 players.
Yeah, that's fair. But overall, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like the characters, they're really good.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Alrighty, Krais. You've been procrastinating long enough.
So that's the end of the episode.
No, it's not. Tell us, what is this weird game that you're disappointed in?
Okay, so my idea came from a certain meme that goes around. That goes around.
Is it Absolute Cinema? You've been using that one quite a bit.
No,
recently.
actually.
I just don't realize I have seen you use that a fair amount.
I don't know why I'm using it, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, it's one of the few memes I genuinely enjoy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
May I introduce to you guys my concept for the next Smash Bros. Game?
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm open to it.
Open to it?
Well, it's just because the last Smash game came out in 2018.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on like 8 years.
Sorry, I just thought it was older than 2018. So
No,
it's been a bit, and also we're on the Switch too. People are expecting there to be one announced by the end of this calendar year.
So yeah, I decided to do Smash because the meme of everyone has joined the team, like it's like they'll take like the stupidest characters and be like, this character joins the fight, or like Shrek joins the fight, or like
Krais Baker joins the fight.
Exactly.
Real quick, I need to ask: is this a serious pitch that you just didn't like how it turned out, or is this a joke pitch?
This is a serious pitch that I don't like how it turned out.
Okay.
Because
I was like, did you throw Shrek in there? Or is this
no.
my idea?
I was trying to come up with characters that would be fun for people to play as, something that people would want. Like, I didn't want to throw in like a character that no one likes in any of the IPs that Nintendo could use. And that goes into my third criteria for characters of it has to be something that Nintendo could easily get their hands on.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't going to be like, Master Chief!
Yeah.
Because that's a long talk.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, they could probably get Master Chief.
They could probably do it, but it would cost
them so much money, I don't think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Sora alone was a challenge itself.
Yeah.
So I was trying to, like, make it somewhat easy. Also, Smash has 82 characters in it.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, what if I did 100 characters? Like, this new Smash game would get to the final, like, 100. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I had a hard time looking for characters.
Yeah.
Because every other IP that I could have done, I know nothing about. So I was like, I just went with what I knew. So, to go into it, all I have is a bunch of characters. Oh, but the name would be Smash Extreme.
Okay.
So,
I like it.
The first character would be King Boo from the Mario world.
Real quick, as you're going down the list, are you just saying the characters you added? Are we just building off the full roster of Ultimate?
It is the full roster plus these new characters.
Okay.
Alright.
That's a good established point then.
Thank you.
Because the part of Smash is all the various characters, and I didn't want to take away from that.
Okay.
So
In that case, King Boo, I'm cool with that.
yeah, King Boo would be the 83rd character in the game. I do have a couple of concept ideas for characters, but not all of them. Like, one of the ideas I had for King Boo was one of their like basic attacks is possessing other fighters for a quick second.
Okay.
But only for like 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So you could like possess them and make them jump off the screen for like 2 seconds. And then, but the problem is you would also, as soon as you leave the body, you're like, so it's a very like risky move to do.
Yeah.
The next character that would be introduced would be Tom Nook from Animal Crossing.
Okay.
And I know how much of a meme character he is.
I mean, Smash does like the meme characters, so.
Fair.
Yeah.
They have Steve on there.
Yeah.
Well, that's also because Steve's a popular game character.
I still think
he is a gaming icon.
Yeah.
And that's before the movie.
Yeah.
One of his Tom Nook abilities is to, since he like raises the prices on like all of your like houses in Animal Crossing, he could like overcharge you for your ultimate attack gauge. So he'd be like, "Oh, thank you for the ultimate attack gauge," and then just take it. But it doesn't add to himself, so it's not like spamming. His ultimate. My next one is one I really like is Crash Bandicoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also gave his sister Coco as his Echo Fighter because I couldn't think of how they would be different enough. Because she's already kind of his Echo Fighter in the Insane Trilogy remake.
Mm-hmm. No, Crash Bandicoot's a great choice for Smash.
Yeah.
His ultimate would be getting the Aku mask, the floating mask would. And he would basically go invincible and like run around on the stage, and just if you get hit by him, you're flung off.
Yeah.
He'd be annoying, but again, there's other characters that do basically that. So.
Mm-hmm.
Do we not have I would also add Neo Cortex, his arch enemy, because Smash also has a tendency to add their enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the one I'm a little ashamed of. So every new Smash game introduces a new Pokemon. And I was trying to find a Pokemon that I think would be easy to add.
Okay.
But since Wind and Waves isn't out yet, I couldn't really, like, I didn't know, I had to pick some from an old one. And so the new Pokemon, quote-unquote new Pokemon that I added is Mewtwo.
Is already in the game.
Yep.
You forgot I was in the game?
Yep. In my defense, there's a lot of Pokemon.
No, it's fair. I'm like, that was like my main for a bit. I was like, that's Krais.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
okay.
since it wouldn't be Mewtwo, it would be like Deoxys or something, some bipedal like fighting Pokemon. But I wanted to be honest.
Yeah, there's a thing is they have the item Pokeball that brings out a few Pokemon. I think Deoxys is one, so you would have to look into it a bit more.
He is an item Pokemon, but I would make him an actual character. But that's not
so you would allow the overlap. Not the overlap. You would allow to change from the item to the player.
Yes,
like
he would change from an item to a player.
Okay.
But that's not on my paper because again I messed up and made Mewtwo my player.
Yeah, no problem.
But the final character to be introduced into the actual game and not any of the DLC characters. I have DLC characters and I'll get into them later. But this is the last one introduced before the game would come out. Waluigi.
Oh, he's not in there, is he?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's a DLC character. After Sora, he's like the #1 character that everybody wants in the game because literally everyone else from the Mario Kingdom is in Smash.
Yeah, Wario's in it.
Yeah, Wario.
Yeah, he gets on a chopper in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he Mario,
I haven't played
Luigi,
Smash Bros. In quite a while.
Peach, Daisy, Rosalina.
Is Toad in it?
Toad is technically in it because he's one of Peach's attacks.
Yeah.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Bowser. I'm
Bowser
adding
Jr.
King Boo. Yeah, Bowser Jr.'s in it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to add Waluigi.
Is it Birdo in it?
Birdo is not in it. Wait, no.
I think Birdo might. I don't remember.
Who's Birdo again?
The like pink Yoshi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Birdo is not in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been a nice one to introduce, but I didn't think of it.
Yes, you did. It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, I don't. There's some characters I'm like, why do we need them on there?
Yeah.
Birdo would be one of them if they added it.
Also, just because I think it would be nice to kind of give Waluigi some love. Because, again, he's not in any mainline games except for all of the, like, party and, like...
Yeah.
With the announcement of Waluigi, he would also get the announcement of his own, like, spin-off game similar to a Wario game. So, like...
That's fair.
So, just to kind of give Nintendo fans something to love.
Yeah. I think Waluigi is a good choice.
Yes.
Yeah. As for the DLC characters... I have a couple. I didn't come up with an order for them, but I'll just like start rattling them off. One of them that I thought would be really cool would be Phoenix Wright, which is the lawyer character from is it Phoenix Wright? I don't remember the name. Point is, he's a very popular video game icon that's a lawyer. And all of his attacks are like, take that! And it's like the speech bubble pops up as his attack.
Okay.
I wanted to add another Fire Emblem character because it's such a, like, besides Mario, Fire Emblem is probably the one with the most characters in there. But I've never played Fire Emblem, so I did some research. I was thinking maybe Lynn. She's a pretty popular one.
Okay.
And she would also be a bow user as well, which we don't really have in Smash.
Just Link, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, but he also uses a sword, so that's
Yeah,
why.
like, it's just one.
He's not a primary one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the items, is all I remember, but that was, like, one of the ultimate things.
Yuna from Final Fantasy would be another one.
Okay.
Uh,
I forget Final Fantasy's in there.
yeah, Cloud, and they added Sephiroth in
Yeah.
the DLC, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Rayman from the Rayman series, he got a 30th year anniversary game recently, so I thought it'd be nice to give him some love.
Yep.
Oh, I would add Cuphead and Mugman. Mugman would be his Echo Fighter because they were they're kind of in there as a Mii character, but I would it would be the actual characters and not just the Mii fighter. And then I would add Sans and Astral Dreamer from Undertale. Okay. I feel like that would be a very popular one. And of course, I would also add Shadow and Knuckles from the Sonic universe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind
I
those.
forgot Sonic was in there.
And wait, is Shadow and Knuckles?
Yeah, Shadow and Knuckles.
No Tails?
No Tails.
Tails would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about it, but I was like, no. Everyone is more wanting, like, Shadow or Knuckles.
Yeah.
According to some of the polls. So
They're
I was like,
definitely a lot more popular.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're missing, you wanted some more characters. Tails would have been a good one.
Yeah.
he would have
Plus,
been.
Tails stands out a little bit more between Shadow and Sonic, and even Knuckles, just because he's the flying one.
Yeah.
So that adds a total of 15 characters to the roster, making it a total of 97.
Okay.
Just 3 short.
Yeah.
And you could always just be like, hey, it's going to be,
Yeah.
a character from
Is that including the ones that we suggested that? Yeah, you definitely put in there. Like Birdo and Tails?
Yeah.
No, that was not.
Okay. So
Because again, I didn't I'm being
True.
true to what I wrote down.
Yeah.
This is what I came up with. So
Okay, so we throw Birdo, Tails, then you're only one short.
yeah.
So
And I wanted some more classic like Nintendo characters, but like I said, I've never some of the ones that were left that have not been touched. I know nothing about, so I was like, I don't want to.
boom, dry bones. There's your 100.
I feel like I would have to have Koopa Troopa in there first, but point is, that is my pitch.
Nice.
Okay.
Austin, you want to go first?
Yeah. Basically, you're just giving it a roster addition. So this is more of just a DLC expansion to Ultimate.
No, this I was going to come up with more stages, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, let me rephrase it. This just seems like more of a DLC expansion because all we got was characters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and like you said, this isn't your strongest pitch. So, as a DLC expansion to Smash, to a fighting game, this is good. I like what you did. For it being a fighting game itself, just needed more characters. Or not more characters, but more stuff outside the characters.
Yeah.
So, power-ups, maps, maybe story details, but, like, again, with video games, I'm more lenient on if it has a story enough. I kind of want to know what's in the game.
Yeah.
And how it plays. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna harp on it because I thought the characters you added were good. So it's just I'm just gonna look at this more as a DLC to a fighting game than it is. So and I like it. So yeah, you're hard on yourself as it is. So I don't really need to do anything else.
I think it was. Yes, it technically doesn't fit the pitch of like it being its own game, but honestly, I feel like for the most part, when a new Smash Bros. Game come out, they just add characters, items, and maps, and then make it look prettier.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think it was nearly as bad as you thought, especially because you picked some really good characters. Especially Crash Bandicoot was like, I was surprised Crash Bandicoot's not already in there.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot's probably like the
most obvious character.
Crash Bandicoot and Waluigi were the two. I'm like, yeah, those two should definitely be in there. Crash in particular because he's like, yeah, I understand why he's not in there, but he would fit perfectly into it.
Yeah.
Like just his art style, his gameplay style.
Oh, for sure.
Like it would fit well into Smash, but
I agree. Yeah, so I think you are very much too hard on yourself because you had 30 minutes and you did a lot in those 30 minutes, honestly. I was sitting next to you as we were writing and I could see you were like there wasn't a spare second that you weren't actively trying to figure things out. So it's not like you just weren't putting in the work. It was you did bite off a bit more than you can chew, but this is not your worst pitch.
Yeah, this is by far not your worst pitch.
This was it missed like 2 elements, and that was it.
Yeah. So, and the fact that we spun this at the very beginning too, so you couldn't even think, you didn't even have that long to think of an idea for a fighting game. That's why I'm looking at this as a fighting game DLC, and I think it's good. So
yeah.
So yeah, good job, Krais.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I was pretty entertained with everyone's fighting games.
Yeah. I was impressed. It was yes, fighting games can be rather simple. Like, I mean, just look at mine, that was the point of mine. But yeah, I think this was a strong episode, especially with like no warning, just going into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of no warning, we're going to give ourselves some warning for the next one.
Yeah. So hopefully we continue the strong strides we're making this year already.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh, Austin's face.
Okay, this is a pretty good one. Create an episode of Marvel What If.
Okay.
And again, we're being a little bit more lenient on it because the way we're going to be doing it is it's more based off what the actual comic series were, which is basically just a one-off story, an anthology piece.
Yeah.
We're not worried about the connective tissue between it because, let's be honest, the TV show really missed the mark quite a bit.
Yeah. Season 1 was good. A few things in Season 2 were okay, and then the rest was just
Yep, did not need to be connective. It just needed to be an anthology.
Yeah.
But we're going to fix that with some anthology episodes.
Yeah.
Krais?
I'm looking for ideas in the noggin.
Well, we have a whole... You got it, babe. It's not until next episode.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, so be on the lookout for that next episode when we tackle Marvel's What If. Thank you all for listening to this episode. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to that because we got Lore and Disorder and we got a couple other fun things getting ready to pop up over there.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to check us out on Instagram. We post quite a bit on there. And yeah, we hope to see you in the next one. Alrighty. Select your fighters.
Rock.
Frog.
Ready? Fight!
Ribbit.
Fatality.
And that was the 3 Not So Wise Men. Krais Baker, Jack Green, Austin Shalis. And a huge shout out to Louis Trotter for making our intro music. So happy trails and ta-ta for now.
Flawless victory.